Now, welcome back, friends, in the next series of our BSc second year, semester 4th, paper 9, topic chemical kinetics. Here, this is the third video lecture of our chemical kinetics topic, which is having one derivation. So, from syllabus part, we are having second order reaction. Second order reaction, from the second order reaction part, we have to consider two conditions for the derivation part, means with equal concentrations, this is the one condition, and with unequal concentrations, this is the another condition. Means when we consider A and B as reactant part, when A is equal to B, then it becomes equal, and when A is not equal to B, then it becomes non-equal reactant part. So considering these two conditions, we have to look after the derivations in case of second order reaction. We knew the first order derivation, that is K is equal to 2.303 divided by T into log to the base 10 A, A upon A minus X. So that was the derivation part from the earlier video part. Now considering a second order reaction is that reaction whose rate depends upon the concentration of two reactant molecules. Means in the first order reaction we have seen the concentration does not affect the reaction rate, but here when we consider the second order reaction, we have to think after the two conditions. So let us see the first condition, that is derivation or expression for rate constant of second order reaction when the reactants A and B are equal. Means A and B the same molecular proportion part. So when we consider a general reaction A plus B, though A plus B we have denoted here, but A plus A we can say, or in this condition A and B are equal. So when two reactant molecules on reaction, they gives the product T. Let A be the initial concentration of capital A in moles per decimeter cube, as like in the first order reaction. Suppose after time T, X molecules per decimeter cube of both reactants change into product. Thus, when we write it or represent as A plus B gives product, initial concentration in moles per decimeter cube, here we represented as, in place of A, that is small a, again in place of B, again small a, and initial concentration of product is 0 at the starting point. Now concentration after time T in mole per decimeter cube, that is shown here by A minus X, again for the product, that is X part is denoted. So when we consider concentration after time T in mole per decimeter cube, that is A minus X for A molecule, and again for B molecule, that is A minus X. Now we knew the law of mass action, that is for the rate of reaction, which is given by dx by dt is directly proportional to the concentration part. So here concentration A minus X and concentration A minus X, both, that is for A and B. So when we consider these two A minus X, so as we knew A minus X are similar, so we can put or by multiply it by square part. Now dx by dt is equal to k into A minus X square. Here k is nothing but constant of proportionality, which is known as rate constant. Now here, upon simplifying, dx upon A minus X square is equal to k dt, we can label it as equation number 1. Integrating equation 1 as like in equation for the first order reaction part. Now here integrating equation 1, we get dx upon a minus x square is equal to k integration dt. Means when we put the integration sign here, after integration we get the value of integration dx upon a minus x square is equal to 1 upon a minus x, and for the k integration dt, that is k into t plus c, we can label it as equation number 2. When t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, means at initial time. Now here keeping the initial part for equation number 2, it becomes, when we place t is equal to 0, it becomes k into t becomes 0, and x is equal to 0, then a minus x becomes a. So when we put these values in equation number 2, we get 1 upon a is equal to c. Now substituting value of c in equation 2, we get 1 upon a minus x is equal to kt plus 1 upon a. We had just kept the c value after simplification form in initial part. Then kt is equal to 1 upon a minus x minus 1 upon a. Now after taking the LCM part, kt is equal to a minus x in bracket gives minus a plus x divided by a into a minus x part. So just keeping the k on one side, we get the next form as 1 upon t into x upon a into a minus x. So this gives the expression for the rate constant of second order reaction with equal concentration, or when the condition is similar of both reactants are same. Now let us consider this formula. We have to remember for the further numerical part maybe. Now considering the rate constant of second order reaction with another condition, that is with unequal concentration or when the reactants are not similar. Now expression for rate constant of second order reaction when A is not equal to B, as like in the earlier part, we have to consider same reaction part. Consider a general second order reaction. A plus B gives product P. Let A be the initial concentration of A in moles per decimeter cube and B the initial concentration of B in moles per decimeter cube. Here the word B came here instead of A. So this is the different part, means A and B reactants are different in this condition. Suppose after time t, x moles per decimeter cube of both reactants react to give products, thus representing as A plus B gives product P. Here similarly as earlier, initial concentration in moles per decimeter cube. So A, small a is represented for capital A and B, small b is represented for capital B, and at initial time the product is 0. Here the condition shown as A is greater than B. Now concentration after time t in mole per decimeter cube, that is A minus x and B minus x, means A molecule is converted, some part is converted into x, so shown here A minus x. B molecule, some part is converted into x, so shown here B minus x, so product is x. We know the law of mass action formula, that is, according to law of mass action, the rate of reaction is given by dx by dt is directly proportional to in bracket a minus x into in bracket b minus x, means the product of concentration of reactants shown in the law of mass action part. Now, on simplifying it, the law of mass action formula, dx by dt is converted into k into a minus x into b minus x. Again, similarly, k is nothing but k is constant of proportionality known as rate constant of the reaction. When we simplify it, so dx upon taking the a minus x and b minus x on left hand side and k into dt on right hand side, we have to label this as equation number 1. So here let 1 upon a minus x into b minus x is equal to a upon a minus x plus b upon b minus x. So this is equation number 2. Now here b minus x a plus b into a minus x. So this is the LCM factor part, a minus x and b minus x on the denominator part. Now a into b minus x plus b into a minus x is equal to 1. If x is equal to a, means total product A is converted into, total reactant is converted into product X, means A molecules when it is converted total into X. So here capital A into B minus A plus capital B into A minus A. So here is equal to 1. A is equal to 1 upon B minus A, that is the simplified form. If X is equal to B, means A into B minus B plus B into A minus B, that is equal to 1. So these are the different conditions. So B is equal to 1 upon A minus B. Now considering the value of these simplified form of A and B, here A is 1 upon B minus A and B is 1 upon A minus B. So substituting value of A and B in equation number 3. So this is equation number 3, that is A into B minus X plus B into A minus X is equal to 1. So keeping these values of A and B, so we get 1 upon A minus X into B minus X is equal to 1 upon B minus A into A minus X plus 1 upon A minus B into B minus X. So resolving left hand side of equation number 1 into partial fractions, we get 1 upon A minus B. So in bracket 1 upon B minus X minus 1 upon A minus X into dx is equal to k dt. So we have to label this as equation number 4. Integrating equation 4, we get 1 upon A minus B into integration of dx upon B minus X minus integration of dx upon A minus X. So this is in bracket. So is equal to k into integration of dt. Now after integration, we get the value as 1 upon A minus B in bracket minus log B minus X plus log A minus X, that is equal to kt plus c. Therefore 1 upon A minus B log A minus X upon B minus X. So when we apply the log formula, that is addition, subtraction form or the division form, So negative sign and positive sign, when we combine here the logarithmic formula, so it becomes the division part, that is log of a minus x divided by b minus x, that is equal to kt plus c. So this is equation 5. When t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, so c is equal to 1 upon a minus b log a upon b. Now the equation 5, here the equation 5, considering the value of this c and placing in equation 5, equation 5 becomes 1 upon a minus b log a minus x upon b minus x, that is equal to kt plus 1 upon a minus b log a upon b. So log is equal to log to the base e. So kt is equal to 1 upon a minus b log a minus x upon b minus x minus 1 upon a minus b log to the base e a upon b, that is converting the log sign form by the logarithmic formulae. Now kt is equal to 1 upon a minus b log of b into a minus x upon a into b minus x. So after simplification, so the k value here, or simplified form of this equation, becomes k is equal to 2.303 divided by t into a minus b log to the base 10 b into a minus x divided by a into b minus x. So this is the expression for second order reaction with unequal concentration of reactants. The unit of rate constant K for second order reaction is per mole liter per time. So this again formula we have to remember. Now the characteristics, a change in concentration unit affects the rate constant. When initial concentration of reactant is a mole per decimeter cube, the rate constant is given by K1, as like we have shown in first order reaction characteristic part. Similarly, we are simplifying the second order reaction characteristic part here. So K1 is equal to 1 upon T x upon A into A minus x in bracket. Now let the new unit of concentration be Ma molecules, Ma moles per decimeter cube. The rate constant is given by K2 is equal to 1 upon T mx upon Ma into Ma minus mx. So K2 is equal to 1 upon T. Considering and simplifying the m factor part, we get the simplified form as x upon A into A minus x into 1 upon m. Here we are not getting the equal values for K1 and K2, means K1 and K2 are not equal. That is, the rate constant is affected by change in concentration unit. Now the another characteristic is the time taken for the completion of same fraction of change is inversely proportional to initial concentration of reactant. So in first order reaction, so there was no change. So for half change, x is equal to a upon 2. Therefore k is equal to 1 upon t x upon a minus x becomes t half is equal to 1 upon k a half divided by a into a minus a divided by 2. So when we simplify it, t half is equal to 1 upon k a divided by 2 divided by a into a divided by 2. So after simplifying, t half is equal to 1 by k into 1 divided by a, or t half is directly proportional, t half is inversely proportional to a. So this is the another characteristic part of second order reaction. Another characteristic of second order reaction, that is third one, when one of the reactants is present in large excess, the second order reaction behaves as first order reaction. Suppose the concentration of A is greater than B, we have K is equal to 2.303 divided by T into A minus B log B into A minus X divided by A into B minus X. Since A is present in large excess, A minus X or B, A minus B can be taken as A. So therefore K is equal to 2.303 divided by TA log BA upon A into B minus X. Therefore K is equal to 2.303 divided by TA log B upon B minus X. Since A is present in large excess, can be taken as constant. Therefore K becomes K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log B upon B minus X. So this is the expression for first order reaction. So up to this much we have to think, write, and repeatedly we have to remember the different considerations for our the second order reactions with equal and non-equal part. Now let us consider these for the further reference. These reactions are helpful in understanding of our BSc third year part. So we continue our next series part in the next lecture. So thank you.